Hello, I'm Jennifer Sanders and welcome to the third secret of emotional bliss. So in today's video we're going to be looking at why we keep repeating the same emotional patterns over and over again. So for example, arguments, dramas, stressful situations, why they keep popping up again and again, and how we can break that cycle and how we can bring more harmony and peace into our life and how we can enjoy our life more. So the third secret to emotional bliss that I'm going to be talking about today is how we create our own consequences. So do you remember in a previous video I talked a little bit about free will? Now this is a great thing. It means that we get to choose our experience. Nobody else gets to choose what we in our lives do. We can choose everything that happens to us. But this also means that we are creating every single situation in our life, even those emotional dramas that we don't want. And this can be quite difficult for us to swallow. So if we know what the choice is that created the consequence, we can choose a new choice and make new positive circumstances for ourselves. But what if we don't know what the choice is? How could something that we don't know what we chose be creating the consequence today? Well, it's still something we chose even if we've forgotten about it, because it is still inside our whole being. For example, when we were babies, we learned lots of information. We learned how to respond to situations to get food, how to respond to get love, and how to respond to get warmth. And those choices that we made, we forget about them as adults, but they are there in our subconscious. We made those choices and they're still affecting us today, how we react to situations to get things. And if we want to create a new circumstance, we have to find out that choice and we have to uncover and make a new choice. And so why does this happen? Because of the law of creation and energy. Energy just can't be created from nothing or completely destroyed. So when you make one choice, the energy that is created from that choice still stands. It doesn't disappear. It moves out from our physical, mental and emotional bodies out into the universe, and that energy stays there until we change the energy through a new choice. And this means that choices that we have made from way before this life, from previous incarnations when we were here as a soul on earth, are still affecting us today. And we don't know what those choices are, but they are still going to be affecting us until we make a new choice. So this can be quite scary and it can be quite difficult to digest, because we feel a lot of the time that things in life just happen to us. Situations just fall into our lap or are thrown at us. And if we accept that we are creating the consequences and the energy in our life through our choices, it means we really have to accept that we are quite powerful, that we have the power to change things in our lives and create what we want. And that's quite a scary idea. It means that we are responsible for things in our lives. We can't blame an external circumstance for happening. We have to look at what we've done to create our life. So these emotional patterns, emotional dramas that happen again and again in our lives, we then have to accept that it's not external circumstances that keep happening to us, but it's an internal choice that we keep making over and over again. And it's not something that's happening to us, but it's a choice that we are making. And these choices can be very subtle. They can be an action, but they can also be something that other people can't see. They can be thoughts or feelings that are quite easy to hide, and other people can't see what we're doing, but because we are thinking a certain thought or feeling a certain feeling, we keep making the same choice over and over again. So when I started this work over a year ago, I had an awareness through this work of the choices that I was making that were holding me back. And it wasn't pretty, but it wasn't scary either. And I realized that it was a choice that I'd made, and I was free then to choose different paths and to create my life differently. And so now I'm really happy because I'm working with people, revealing to them the divine balance of their soul, and I'm doing things like making video products, doing video marketing, and I'm really excited about the gifts that I can offer to the world. And I'm not saying this to brag to you, but I'm saying it because it's something that is a natural gift that I have, that I'm now confident that I can share with the world. So in tomorrow's video, we're going to be looking at why we often feel isolated in challenging times and how this makes it feel harder for us to deal with these situations. And this is also going to help us to feel that we can communicate what we want with other people and get the support that we want from other people too. So I look forward to joining you in tomorrow's video, and I'd like to say thank you very much for joining me today.